Hey guys, so I am going to do another story time. I just need to park somewhere so I can eat my food. I'm starving. I got some KFC and then I stopped at McDonald's and got a Coke because I don't know about you guys, but McDonald's Coke is the best. It's better than any other Coke anywhere. Gas station, I don't care. McDonald's is the best. The best. I just got a couple things from KFC because I'm not super hungry, but I'm hungry. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys a story real quick. It's messed up, it's crazy, and it's honestly I can't even believe I did it. But pretty much I was best friends with this girl. We're not friends anymore. This was 3 years ago, which isn't that long ago, but I'm honestly not the same person anymore.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't party. I don't do any of this stuff anymore.
And I'm gonna call the girl Cheryl. I'm gonna call the guy I was dating at the time, Bob, and then her boyfriend, I'm gonna call him, I need a really douchey name for him. I think I'll call him
Craig.
If you're named Craig, don't take it personal. I just thought of a name off the top of my head, and Craig sounds really douchey. So, Craig, Bob, and Cheryl. Pretty much, we all live together. Cheryl, Bob, me, and Craig. We all live together. She was dating Craig. I was dating Bob. So, Bob was literally the biggest jerk ever. He was cheating on me. He was just being a total D-bag. You know, when you're young, you're stupid. And I know it wasn't that long ago. Anyways, you'll get the idea of how crazy I was as I do more story times. You'll start to realize I was psycho, and I did not think before I did things, and I literally just did whatever, and I paid the price for a lot of things I did. So yeah, me and Cheryl were BFFs. Seriously, we were best friends. We did everything together. We went to the club together all the time. And then when we started dating these guys, they were best friends too. Bob and Craig, when we started dating them, they were literally we were all inseparable. We were just best friends. We went to Florida on vacation together for a week. We did everything together. But this is when shit hit the fan. This is when shit got real. This is when literally everything just came crashing down. And our relationship, me and Cheryl's relationship, wasn't the same anymore. Bob and Craig's wasn't the same anymore. This tore everybody up. This tore the whole thing up. So anyways, I started talking to this guy. We'll call him Sebastian. He was from my past. And I started talking to him because Bob wasn't giving me attention anymore. I literally felt like he wasn't even my boyfriend. He was so mean to me. And we all lived in the same house. Me, Cheryl, Bob, and Craig. We all lived in the same house. So there wasn't really, I just felt trapped. And I should have just broke up with him. When I think about it, I should have just broke up with him. I should have never done this. But, shit happens. And I just made a bad choice. So, I am going to eat while I do this. I don't know how I'll be able to eat and talk, but I'm going to try. I got a mac and cheese and a potato wedge. So I'm going to eat this, and then I got my Coke. But I don't even think they gave me a freaking spoon. Oh, yeah, they did. So anyways, all right, so I wasn't getting attention from Bob anymore, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hit up Sebastian. He was a guy from my past. We had a thing for a while, and he was my high school sweetheart. Actually, he was before high school. This was so I reconnected with him on Facebook, I think, and we started talking, and he's like, hey, we should hang out. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. Let's hang out. So we hung out. I knew full well that we were probably going to end up hooking up at some point. So this was my bad. But like I said, Bob was cheating on me. I just felt like I needed attention from somebody, and I was just going through a time. So I ended up, me and Sebastian ended up hanging out a lot, and Bob was always doing his own thing. So he never really asked me what was going on. He never really suspected anything. And, it was crazy. I would come home with hickeys on my neck, and I would literally put makeup on them, and he never found out. So, he never found out from me anyways. Well, I confided in Cheryl, and she's like, I told her about me hanging out with Sebastian. She's like, you should do it. Bob is such a jerk to you, blah, blah, blah. And she I was like, yeah, I know. Okay. She was realizing what I was realizing. So I was like, I'm not crazy. He really is treating me like shit. So,
KFC is the best mac and cheese.
So I'm just gonna cut the chase here. Basically, Cheryl said that she promised she would never tell anybody. She swore up and down, I'm never gonna tell him, I'm never gonna tell Bob, I'm never gonna tell Craig, I'm never gonna tell anybody. It's our secret. It's between you and me. I promise, girl. I got you. So I'm like, okay, awesome. So, you know, me and Sebastian are hanging out a little more and more, and we're, you know, we've hooked up by now a few times, and like we're hanging out all the time, and we're kind of almost dating. So I'm kind of dating two people, which is really wrong and messed up. But shit happens. Cheryl decided to tell her boyfriend Craig that me and Sebastian were hanging out and that we hooked up. She decided to tell him that, knowing that he's gonna go to Bob and tell him because they're best friends. So shit hits the fan one day. I'm out doing something and I get a text, and shit hit the fan. They were literally, you gotta leave, you can't live here anymore. I had to find a place to go in a day. I had like less than a day. I had hours to find a place to go. So I moved like probably like an hour away from there to go to my friends, which sucked because my job was there in that town. So I had to go an hour from there, move all my stuff out, and I had like a few days to get my shit out of there. And I ended up bringing another friend with me. We'll call her Coco. I brought Coco with me to the house to get my stuff. No one was there. I think I still had house key. Yeah, I still had house key. So I got in the house, I got my stuff. I was so pissed at Cheryl. I almost said her real name. I was so pissed at Cheryl. So Coco's like, let's get back at her. Let's do something. We got to do something. Like, let's get back at her. We put like pickles in the vents. We put like pickle juice down the vents. We put like, we did a ton of shit. I put stuff in the toilet. I forget what it was though. I think like a ton of toilet paper in the back of the toilet or something. I don't know. It was bad, and come to think of it, I could have gotten in trouble for doing this. Like, this was like vandalism almost. I put laxative in their like all their food in their fridge. They all got like really sick. Cheryl ended up texting me like a few days after I left there. She's like, we're all sick, blah 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 blah. Because I think Coco like told her that I put laxative. I don't know. It was like a big thing. But my friend that I went to go stay with, we'll call her Deborah. Deborah was literally the OG. Like, we're still friends. Like, she might even watch this video. Like, you know who you are, Deborah. Like, you know who you are. She was seriously like my best friend. We're still really good friends. But yeah, that's my story. It's crazy because me and Sebastian like stayed talking after that for a long time. He even found out what happened because Bob told him what happened, and he still wanted to talk to me. So he must have been cheating too, because I would be so mad if I was him. I know that's hypocritical, but that first sip of Coke, I already had a sip of it, but that first sip, woo, is something. It's life-changing. But yeah, everybody's got a past. Don't judge people. Everyone's got a past. You gotta let it go. I made mistakes. I regret everything. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling stories for entertainment, because people always say I have a crazy life, so why not make stories about it? You know? And it could save somebody. Like, someone could watch this and be like, oh, I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm not going to cheat. Because cheating is wrong. I do not agree with cheating at all. But I did it. I'm owning up to it. I feel bad for everything I did to Cheryl and all of them. I do. I really do. Anyways, I'm going to end this video so I can eat the rest of my food. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. I'm talking with my mouth full. It's so rude. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. If you want to see Q&A, if you want to see other kind of videos, just let me know. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.